Happy Star Wars Day, and may the 4th be with you. Okay, so I'm not going to waste your time with a long intro. I'm very swamped lately, but I did manage to do a quick drawing of Bastila Shan and from the game. So um, let's just watch. Okay, I also did a little bit of calligraphy in there, so let's go watch.
Okay, so it took me long and hard to think about what pose am I going to use for Bastila Shan. And I first drew a pose a little bit bigger than this one, like half of the page bigger, but it wasn't a very epic pose. And I thought I wanted to portray, 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 portray her in an epic battle scene, and that is what I did. Okay, now I'm being made fun of for being so Afrikaans. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm Afrikaans and I love it. Okay. Anyway, sometimes my tongue just dies. Not whatever. So I started off with the lighter colors again, and then going a little bit darker, a little bit darker. I was it was kind of difficult with the coloring pencils to make it nice and smooth, especially in the face, seeing that her face is so small on the page. But at the end of the day, I didn't think it came out too badly. So, yeah, I've decided to do Bastila Shan because I was thinking, what can I do for Star Wars Day? What can I do for Star Wars Day? And I was thinking about a Wookiee, and I was thinking about an Ewok, and then I was thinking about Sindel from Ewoks and the Battle for Endor, and I was even thinking about the evil witch there as well. And then my son gave me the idea. Like, look, we are huge Star Wars fans. We are enormous Star Wars fans. Not just for the movies, but for the entire Star Wars universe. And so he said, Mom, why don't you draw Bastila Shan? So I said, okay, well, let's do that. And I first Google nice pictures of her to see what her hair looks like and what her clothes looks like. And then I decided on an epic pose. And I thought, okay, this pose will do the trick. For her clothes, I made different shades of brown, but as you can see, a reddish brown. So that it can be true to the color. She's wearing a leathery kind of reddish brown dress like tunic, and I love it. Yeah. So I don't know how many of you know the story of Bastila Shan. It's kind of a nice story. She was sent by the Jedi Order to kill and destroy Darth Raven, the bad guy of that time, but instead of killing him, she actually captured him. And then they reprogrammed his mind, sort of brainwashed him or reprogrammed his mind so that he has no previous memory of him being the evil Darth Lord, the evil Sith Lord of the time, and he actually started fighting for the Jedi, and then Bastila Shan and Darth Raven fell in love. So it's a sweet story, hey? Still a better love story than Twilight. Anyway, so it's a sweet story, and I thought, oh, let's do this. I tried to keep her clothes as realistic as possible, close to the truth. But as you can see, this time I drew her in a real comic style that I don't normally. And normally I try to do more realistic stuff, but not too realistic, but realistic like. But this time I decided to do in a nice comic style pose. Now, it being Star Wars Day and all, may the 4th be with you. I absolutely just love the idea that I decided to draw her anyway. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't mean to sniff there. It still happens every now and then. You guys know that it's starting to become winter here in sunny South Africa. So we're in the middle of autumn and the change of season, you get all sorts of hay fevers and stuff like that. And then the same thing happens when spring comes around. But I love autumn. I am an autumn baby, and I will always love autumn, and with all the sniffles that goes along with it anyway. I tried to make the boots look shiny on the one side, also kind of leathery. But as you can see, I used the same shades of brown, reddish brown, on her dress, on her boots, on her shoulder and her wrist cuffs and everything. So I tried to keep it as true to what she's being portrayed like in the Star Wars game. Um, yeah, what's the name of the game that she comes out? Anyways, it's a Star Wars game. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. We're recording under the bed, and my trusty editor just banged her head. Oh, sorry, my baby. Are you okay? Okay, I used two different shades of yellow because even though undergarment is yellow, it's also almost brownish kind of yellow. So I did the shades in with a darker mustard-like yellow over the bright lemon yellow, and just to emphasize where the rounded curves of her should be. And then I've also used a yellowish brown to make the shadows a little bit more pronounced, and then the dark brown for her belt. Yeah, are you okay, sweetie boy? Yeah, see, stuff happens. It's not exactly the word I was thinking about now, anyway. But yeah, so Bastila Shan, I don't know how well known she is. There's quite a lot of reference photos of her on Google, and I know she is an all-time favorite. I was thinking of getting away a little bit from the movies, although the new Solo movie is coming out, and I cannot wait. I just hope and pray that the guy they chose to portray Han Solo is doing it correctly, because it's going to suck if he messes it up. He better not mess it up. He better be a proper Han Solo, a real true Harrison Ford younger version. Otherwise, it's going to suck. So let's hope that it's turning out as good as everybody is hoping it should be. Like they said in the Big Bang, if the movie sucks, it's not the end of the world. Life goes on, but it does. It does suck. And Star Wars must always be true. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, I know I'm not the only Star Wars freak here. How many of you guys are Star Wars freak like me and my family? Well, not my husband so much, but definitely my son and my daughter, my editor. Yeah, we are Star Wars fans. Yeah, especially my son. You can't ask him anything. He knows everything. The entire Star Wars universe, from the movies to the books to the comic books to the volumes to the games, he knows it all. But anyway, doesn't matter. I love it too. Maybe not to that extent, but I at least know where Tatooine is. Tatooine. Close enough. I added some white paint marker just to add a little bit of highlights here and there, especially on the leather and in her face and on her boots, the leatheriness of her boots, just to make it stand out just a teeny tiny little bit. And then please don't be angry with me, but when I was finished with her, I thought, okay, let's go again for the calligraphy. It's something new that I'm into, and I want to keep on practicing until I get it absolutely right. And from the moment I put my pen down, which is a Schaefer pen, a Schaefer calligraphy pen, I already blotched the ink there by the top word I'm. I am so angry. But luckily I can hide most of it because after I've done everything, I go, I fill it in with silver ink, with a silver pen, and that sort of kind of hides it. But it's now the third time in a row that I have tried doing this calligraphy thing, and each and every time my pen blotches. So please, guys, if any of you have any advice, I actually do keep a separate piece of paper next to me where I can wipe off excess ink, but I still don't get it right and I still make a mess. And I am persistent. I am going to keep on trying until I get it right. I was a little bit scared to start with the background. I'll be honest with you guys, I was quite scared because I thought I am going to mess it up, and I thought, but there must be some form of background. Oh yeah, it's Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. That's the one. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. That's the game that she's portrayed in most prominently, and yeah, like I said, I just love her. Back to the background. In the past, I never used to do any form of background. If you look at my first video I posted of Ballora from Five Nights at Freddy's, I didn't do a lot of detail on the background. I just made some soft blue and orange shading. But this time, and the previous video also with what you call it, Nebula. Thank you. I thought do a little bit more trouble with the background, put in a little bit more detail, make it look like something. So with Bastila Shan now, I've also tried thinking, okay, I'm just going to make greyish panels in the background to show that she's in a building, Star Wars style, the soft panel on the side. But I was so scared to start. I really was. And then I thought, well, the grey will also help bring out her lightsaber a little bit more. Because Bastila Shan has got a double-edged yellow, not white, yellow lightsaber. And I thought it would make it stand out a little bit more on a darkish greyish background. So I hope I didn't screw this up too badly. Once again, using my finger to blend, because that's what I do. And I didn't want to put in too much detail in the panels or the floor or anything, but it had to have just shown a hint of what's going on. And then, as you can see here, like I said, I've put in the silver because I thought that would hide the blotches the most, and I just love putting in silver and gold, anything shiny into my pictures. I love the way it makes the pictures pop. I don't think I will ever get over that. So I hope I didn't mess this up too much. I didn't have a lot of time, so I did rush it a little bit. Not only the calligraphy, but also the picture. But I tried to keep true to the essence of what Bastila Shan is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really do. I hope you can learn something from my mistakes, because I do make a lot of them. And I hope I'm doing some good things as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my video. I am still new on YouTube, but I really, really want to show people my stuff. I at least think I've got something to add to the world. I hope. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now, and look out for my next video. Bye bye.